Welcome back Pokefans to part 21 of my Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke challenge. Last episode we finally got the 8th gym badge. This episode I'm actually planning on going through the victory road and we'll see if we can actually reach Pokemon League today. I'm pretty sure if we reach Pokemon League we do have a battle with Barry before we enter into the Elite Four. So I think I might try and battle him as well. Of course, he's gonna have fully evolved Pokemons and Pokemons around level 55. So we do have to be quite ready for that battle as well. Now, Victory Road in this game is not too complicated. As much as I know, it does have a lot of areas to just look at. But I think I do want to go ahead and pick up all the items that we get over here, as well as any of the optional trainers that are present as well. Well, talking about optional trainers, here is one that we are currently battling. If you don't want to pick up the item that's right next to him, I don't think it's really that important of an item, but if you don't want to pick it up, then you can definitely skip out this trainer over here. Alright, he has a Haunter, which I actually forgot doesn't really have, if it doesn't get affected by a ground type move. I momentarily forgot about that. But the next turn I was able to hit it with an Ice Beam and take it down. Alright, that is pretty good. And of course he has a Alakazam. Now this is the first time we're actually seeing it and recording its data to our Pokédex. It's quite nice to see it. It is a really good special type Pokemon. I mean, the special attacks are quite good with it. And for some reason it actually swapped the skills or the abilities of our Pokemon. So I'm no longer able to hit it with a Surf. That's okay. I think I'm still able to take down this one with a Body Slam. The main issue with Alakazam is that it doesn't really have a good defense and special defense. It does have a really high special attack stats. So if you're gonna be using an Alakazam, you might have to be careful about its defense stat. Just make sure that you have a Reflect up before you use any other special attacks moves. Either way, over here I did have to switch out because, as you could see, it has done a lot of damage on my Gastrodon, and I think having Luxray out here is gonna be helping as well. It's quite nice to see that this trainer has some really strong Pokemons. I mean, he had a Alakazam and now he has a Gengar. But thankfully we have Crunch, so that should be able to take down this Gengar in one hit. Yep. Gengar is kind of the same like Alakazam, where it doesn't really have a good defense and special defense stat, so it will go down pretty easily if you're not careful. So whenever you're using these kind of Pokemons, it's either better to just set up a Reflect or two before you start using your moves, or just make sure you're faster than your opponent. Either way, we have gone ahead and picked up the TM. It's actually TM 41, which I don't believe is not actually an important move. I think it's something like Rock Slide or something, so you can definitely skip it. But I feel like at least for Alakazam, you do have to, battle that trainer. I don't think there are any other trainers who have a Alakazam, and if you haven't had its data in your Pokédex, I think, battling this trainer will actually help you. Now, I actually forgot to put up a Super Repel, and that's the reason why we're encountering a Golbat over here. Thankfully, I have already caught a Zubat, so I don't really have to consider this as my encounter. But other than that, I don't think we have any Pokemons that I can catch. Maybe I do have a few Pokemons in the water areas, but I'm not really sure on that. Currently, I'm just gonna be focusing on going through this victory road, so I think we can actually move on. Okay, this actually seems like the right path, so I'll actually go down over here, and it actually seems like a dead end. But we do have an item which I wanna pick up. Alright, here is another of those optional trainers. Again, you don't have to really battle him. You can just go ahead and skip this trainer as well. Okay, she has a knockdown, not bad. I think Gastrodon should be able to take her down. Now, I did go ahead and heal up my team members once again after that last battle, considering the fact that I was almost going to lose my Gastrodon over there. Either way, it's now fully healed and we should be able to, take this Noctowl down. Unfortunately, my special attack was reduced, but I think at the health the Noctowl is, we should be able to take it down. And we did. Not bad. I really like this Noctowl, but I think the shiny version of Noctowl looks pretty cool. The color scheme actually looks way better than the normal Noctowl, so I think I prefer that more than a normal Noctowl. And it seems like the trainer actually has a Staraptor. This is the first time we're seeing a trainer owning a Staraptor till now, so it's quite nice to see it. Alright, I'll keep using Ice Beam as it's the only move that I currently have that can actually damage a flying type. And thankfully we were able to take down this Staraptor in one hit. Not bad. Alright, we are finally at level 56 with Gastrodon and we have defeated this trainer as well. Let's quickly go ahead and pick up the item that's actually in a dead end. And here it is. It's actually a full heal. Now that I actually see it, I think I could have skipped this item because I already have a lot of full heals in my bag that I haven't really used. Either way, let's quickly climb down over here. And we do have another trainer that is coming up. All the parts that I'm actually skipping over here are the dead end parts. You don't really go anywhere with those, so I'm just trying to go through the correct path over here. And it seems like we have found another trainer. Alright, it's an ace trainer. That means she's gonna have some really good Pokemon. And of course she has a Golduck, which is quite nice. Although I might have to switch out my Gastrodon considering it really can't do that much damage on a Golduck. Now I don't really remember what is the shiny form for this Golduck, but I think it's something like a bit lighter or darker shade of the same blue color. So I think it's a bit difficult to find out a shiny Golduck, at least the difference between these two. But I did go ahead and switch out to my Luxray, who should be able to take down this Golduck with one hit. That was quite lucky over there because I actually dodged its move. And this turn we have hit it, so we did not take any damage while we switched out. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see which Pokemon is gonna be next. And it's a Blissy. I think this is the first time we're actually seeing a Blissy, and we are going to be recording its data in our Pokédex. Blissy is quite nice as it gets a lot of HP, but if I remember right, I think it doesn't really have that much of a defense stat. So as long as you use any kind of physical move, you should be able to take it down in one hit. And as you can see, I did take it down, and it's gonna give us a lot of EXP. Look at that! 6,000, 3,000 EXPs is a lot. And I guess that's the reason why I like Blissy. I'm pretty sure there is other Pokemons as well who give you that amount of EXP. But as far as I know, it's this Blissy line of evolutions that's gonna give us a lot of them. Pretty cool. Most of my Pokemons have leveled up over there just with one Pokemon, and that is so satisfying to see. And now that we have defeated her, I think we can actually go on. There is a hidden item over here which is a max elixir. Quite useful if you're going through with the Elite Four, so I would recommend you guys to pick it up. And now we can actually move on. Alright. Here it seems like we have a puzzle, so I think we should actually go through this one because there are a few items you can pick up. Of course, if you don't want to pick up any items, you can definitely go ahead and skip it. But you do have to be a bit careful over here as you need to actually move these rocks in a specific order, or else you won't be really able to cross through them. Alright, let me get my bike ready and we should be able to go through this area. And for some reason my bike is quite wobbly. I am not able to control it. But over here as well, we need to be really careful. If you go too fast, you will actually skip both of the rocks, which means you might have to go through this whole puzzle again. So it's better you set up your bike in the right way before you make the move, just to make sure that you're going through it fine. Alright, that was 2 items picked up over there, so we can actually move on. Here we do have a lot of rock smash rocks, which is a bit weird, but I do like the puzzle with the strength rocks, as some are quite tricky. These ones are quite easy, so we don't really have to worry too much about them. Okay, here is another ace trainer. Let's see which Pokemons this trainer has. Okay, he has a Rapidash. This is the first time we're actually seeing a Rapidash again, and it's amazing. It's quite fast, but it's quite frail as well. Even though it moves before I do, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to take it down. Okay, and even if it moved before me, it just used tail whip, so we are gonna have no damage while taking it down. So that's nice. And I really like the design for Rapidash, especially the Galar form for it. That is amazing. And I feel like Galar form Rapidash is more better than the normal one, considering the fact that it's actually a psychic and fury type, as well as it doesn't really go down as soon as the normal Rapidash does. So I really like it. Its design is amazing and it looks so cool. Okay, this trainer has a Carnivine as well. Quite nice to see it here. Thankfully, I do have one myself, so I don't really have to worry about adding this data into my Pokédex. And we were able to take it down with 1 hit. Not bad. Let's see which one is next. He actually has a Rampardos. That's the first time we're actually seeing it. I'm pretty sure we saw a Cranidos in the first gem. So it's quite nice to see its evolution over here. Okay, I did have to switch into my Gastrodon, but I'm a bit worried because Gastrodon is at half health and I'm afraid of a crit hit over here. Hope that we actually move first. Well, thankfully we did, and we were able to one-shot the Rampardos. Now, Rampardos is a bit frail. As far as I know, again, it's one of those Pokemons with a really good attack stat, but doesn't really have a good defense or special defense stat. If you're gonna be using it, you have to be very careful. It's quite tricky to use that Pokemon. Personally, from what I've seen and what I've heard, it is really tough for it to actually, do a really good damage because it's quite slower as well. So most of the Pokemons will be able to, kind of move before that and take it down. So if you are gonna be using it, be very careful. Either way, here we have another ace trainer. Okay, this is the 4th one I think we're actually seeing in Victory Road. So quite weird, but she does have a Clefable. Quite nice. I think this is the first time we're seeing one, and I really like Clefables. They're just cute, that's all. And they are fairy type, so if you do have one in your team, it's gonna be helping you with the Garchomp that Cynthia has. Although it doesn't really do too much damage on me, considering that I have a ground type move, or I should say a ground type. But we are able to take it down with 2 serves. Sorry Clefable, you have to go down. Either way, let's see. She does have a Torterra. This is the first time we're again seeing it. I really like Ace Trainer. They have so many varieties of Pokemon as well as such good Pokemons over here. She literally has a starter Pokemon who has fully evolved. So that's really cool. And I'm hoping to take it down because Torterra is part ground type and it does have Earthquake in its moveset. Quite glad that we were able to take it down. Not bad. We are able to record its data into our Pokédex as well at this point, so that's nice. Alright, I'm not gonna be teaching Infernape Carmine because I already have a really good special attack stat. I don't think Carmine is actually needed. And we have defeated this trainer. I am really enjoying all of these battles in Victory Road. This is the main reason why I really like Victory Roads in all the games, because they have quite a challenge and they have some really good Pokemons as well. It's quite nice to see. Now there is a path over here that we can actually go through the right as well, but you do have to actually go ahead and reset this area in order to do that. So let me actually battle this veteran over here and go ahead and head down the stairs and come back. That should reset this cave and reset the strength rocks in such a way that I'll be able to go to the right side as well. Alright, I think we should be able to take down this Raptor over here with the Ice Beam. And since I have been using Gastrodon a lot in this episode, I feel like I constantly need to heal it up after each and every battle because it seemed to be getting a lot hurt. I mean, it's partially my fault because I'm not really using variety of my team members. But most of these Pokemons are kind of weak to either water type or ground type moves, so having Gastrodon up in front is actually helping me a lot. Alright, let's actually take down this Hippodon over here with a Surf. And I believe this is the first time we're seeing it as well, so it's quite nice. Now, I have never used Hippodon in my team and I'm not really sure how good it is, but it does have a really cool design, so I really like it. Maybe some of these days I might try using it in my team and see how it goes. For me, the only disadvantage that it has is it's just a ground type Pokemon, and as you might know, I really like using Pokemons with dual typings, and I think it's gonna be a bit trickier for me to use it. Either way, we are in the right side of the cave, which was previously inaccessible, and now we are actually going ahead and solving this puzzle over here as well. I feel like the puzzles in this cave is not too bad. I mean, most of them are quite easy. The only thing that you need to know is how you need to move on forward, considering that we do have a lot of different paths. Alright, here we have another item, so let's quickly go ahead and get this one. And there we go. Let's see what it is. And it's a full restore. Not bad. I have been trying to pick up all the full restores that I can get because they are quite helpful for me. And we actually have a double battle over here. So let me actually go ahead and get ready for that. Of course, I do have to heat up my Gastrodon again. As you can see, it is at a bit of a low health. But we are ready for this double battle. Again, there are a pair of ace trainers, so I'm really excited to see what they have. Alright, each of them have a single Pokemon, but at least one of them have a Pokemon that I have yet to see. That's actually a Whiscash, and I really like it as well. Whiscash is a part water and ground type Pokemon. Again, just like Gastrodon, pretty cool. I'm actually a big fan of Mudkip and its line. You know, Swampert is one of the awesome Pokemon out there. And I guess I really like any other Pokemon that is a water and ground type. Okay, I do have to be a bit careful since I do have Luxray up in front. I don't want to be careless and lose my Luxray over here. Alright, let me check how this actually goes. I was hoping that Crunch would do a bit more damage, but I guess not. Alright, Staraptor is faster, but I think we should be able to take down it with a Ice Beam. Not bad. And it seems like the Pokemons are quite higher level over here. You know, this Staraptor was at level 47, which is quite closer. It used Earthquake. Okay, at least it didn't do the amount of damage that I expected it to, so that was quite nice. I might have to go ahead and, you know, switch out Luxray, or at least try and take down this Wishcast over here in this turn. Alright, that is down to half health, and let's hope it goes down. Never mind. Okay, this is a bit scarier, but I feel like Wishcast doesn't really have the amount of attack stat as either Gastrodon has. So it seems like it's not really doing too much damage with that Earthquake. I presume it might be because it's a double battle again, and I have heard that in double battles the power of your move does decrease if it's hitting both of the Pokemon. So that might be the case as well, but either way we are able to take it down. Now I do have to actually heal up my team members as well, but that was actually a really good battle. Either way, let's move on, and seems like we have another of these items that we pick up. Alright, let me go ahead and be a bit careful. You do not want to go through that third one or you'll mess up picking this item. And over here we have the TM4 Stone Age. Not bad. I might be able to teach it to my Gastrodon, but I do have to check out. Just because I really have a good moveset on Gastrodon, the only thing that is remaining is adding a rock type move to it. Maybe I'll check it out just before the Elite Four. Either way, we have cleared this path as well. It's actually a dead end and you can only come here for 2 items. So finally we can move on. Alright, I guess we do have to use another rock climb over here and climb down. Now I do see a black belt trainer over there, so I guess that is the next trainer that we have. And I'll actually go ahead and switch out my Pokemons. Just because of that, I think having my Staraptor up in front is gonna be helping. And I will try and use my Bronzong as well. Okay, let's see how many Pokemons this trainer over here has. Okay, it's only 1 and he has a Machamp. This is the first time we're again seeing Machamp over here, and if you want to get its data recorded into your Pokédex, I would definitely recommend battling this trainer. But I think this is one of those mandatory trainers that you do have to go through, so I think it's gonna be pretty fine. Let's quickly go ahead and use a release. Unfortunately, it was not enough to take down the Machamp, but I think we should be able to take it down in the next turn. Sadly, that was actually a crit hit for knockout from it, and it did a lot of damage. I guess at some point I'll stop and heal up my team members. I'm just way too excited to stop myself and heal up. I think I'll just go ahead and move on for now. But we have defeated this trainer as well. I feel like we have actually hit half point on this victory road. There is still halfway through and a lot of trainers for us to go ahead. The first part is right over here. We do have to swim through this. And we have another psychic trainer. So let's go ahead and talk to her. Alright, this trainer actually has 2 Pokemons in her team, so I'm quite excited to see what they are. The first one is a Chingling. I wonder if her second Pokemon is, Chimecho. It might be and it may not be either, but it's quite nice to see a Chingling over here. Of course, I have already caught it, so I don't really need to record its data. And since I do have my Sun Tank over here, we are able to take it down with 1 hit. Right, let's see which is next, and it seems like it's a Chimecho. Just like I guessed, we should be able to take this one down as well, and we can move on. I believe this is the first time we're actually seeing a Chimecho. The only place you will be able to catch this one in the wild is gonna be the Mount Coronet, especially the higher caves where we were just before we encountered the Team Galactic commanders. Either way, I do want to actually go across her. Sadly, we do not have any place, so we do have to use Surf again. And over here, if you do go to the south, there are a few items you can actually pick up. The first one over here is a pearl, and we seem to have a double battle. I'll actually let them come to me rather than trying to stop them myself. It's another pair of ace trainers, quite nice. I think we have seen around 12 of them till now, and it means that they have some really good Pokemons. Alright, they have a Gyarados and a Medicham. I think we should be able to take them both down with the pair I have out here. Alright, of course the Gyarados does use Intimidate, one of the best abilities in this game. And let's actually focus on taking down the Medicham first. And I probably think I'll use Psychic on Gyarados, just because I'm pretty sure I'll be able to take down the Medicham with a Shadow Ball. Yep, there we go. Medicham is down. I'm actually quite happy that my Skuntank is pretty fast. It is faster than most normal Pokemons, so it's nice to move first. Alright. That was quite lucky because Gyarados over here is trying to use Dragon Dance, which means that we are able to take it down without getting any hit. Alright, let me go ahead and use the same moves because I think we'll either way take it down. First one being a Shadow Ball and the second one being a Psychic. Well, I think Gyarados could have used a physical type move over here, considering it used Dragon Dance again, which is really not helpful. And we were able to take it down as well. Okay, I guess I'm getting pretty lucky with this. There are some battles where I do get a lot hits, and some of them where, I get lucky and we don't really get hit at all. Quite good. I don't have to keep healing my team members if this is the case. Now if we go over here, we do have one more item to pick up and it's quite important. I would recommend you guys to come over here. It's actually a rare candy, and as you know, rare candy is quite rare. So, picking it up is quite nice because it levels up your team member in one go. Alright, let's go back. And I believe there is one more trainer in this area before we go up the waterfalls that is coming up. So let's move on and go through the side over here. It's kind of like a small tunnel, but we do have another trainer over here. Alright, let's go ahead and battle this trainer. It seems like he's quite confident considering the fact that he said this is gonna be my final chapter. But I think it's gonna be his final chapter because we are gonna be taking him down pretty soon. Alright, he actually has a Honchkrow, that's quite nice. I am not sure if we are able to take it down with my Skuntank. I might have to switch out. I think Luxray is a much better team member for taking down this Honchkrow. Either way, let's go ahead and see what move it actually uses on us over here, because I'm pretty sure Honchkrow does get some really good moves. Okay, it actually used Foul Play and oh my god, that was a lot of damage. I did not expect it to do half of my health, but we were able to take it down. I guess the reason why it did that much damage is because it was around level 50, which is much closer than all the other trainers till now. But we were able to take it down, so I guess we can actually move on. We do have another waterfalls coming up, so I think we can actually go ahead and climb it. But there is another waterfalls in which if you go down, you'll be able to find a hidden item. I do want to pick it up as well, so I'll go ahead and do that. And it's actually this waterfalls over here. But before I go through the waterfalls, I think I'll go ahead and defeat this trainer. Now this is actually a dragon tamer. Quite nice to see one over here. And he has a Gabite. Not bad. I think this is the first time we're actually seeing a Gabite and recording its data into our Pokédex. Alright, I think we should be able to take it down with my Skuntank over here. And Night Slash is the way to go for me. It does seem to do a lot of damage than the other moves Skuntank really has. Okay, not bad. Even though we are kind of caught in the quicksand, we should be able to take it down in the next turn. Okay, here we have Night Slash again and we are able to take down the Gabite. And of course it's a crit hit, why not? I believe that without a crit hit as well, we are able to take it down. Well, now that we have defeated this dragon tamer, I think it's time for us to go ahead and get that item. So let me actually hop on back and go down this waterfalls over here. And here is the item I have been talking about. It's actually the TM for Dragon Pulse. Quite a good move. If you have any Pokemon that will actually learn this move, I would definitely recommend you guys to teach it. It's gonna help you guys a lot in the final Elite Four. Alright, let's go ahead and surf on forward. We do have another set of stairs coming up, but before we go through it, let me quickly pick up this big mushroom over here, which is another hidden item, and we can move on. Alright, we are actually in the last stretches of this game. There is a few items that we can actually pick up. The first one being a Razor Claw, which means we are finally able to evolve our Sneasel. Although I do have to wait it for the night time, but I think this is quite cool. Alright, here we have our next veteran trainer, and we should be able to defeat him pretty easily. He does have 3 members in his team, and the first one being a Tentacruel. Okay. I guess I do have to switch out my team member. I'm not really sure how well Skuntank can actually take this Tentacruel down. But I guess it doesn't mean that we can't really try. As usual, Night Slash is the way to go for me. It seems to do a lot of more damage than any other moves in my moveset, so using it is pretty fun. And that was quite nice to see the Tentacruel actually flinch. I think that's the first time we had that effect with that move. And he has a Golem. Not bad. This is the first time we are seeing Golem. Just like Machamp and I believe Alakazam, we are not able to unfortunately trade our Pokemon, so this is the only way for me to see these Pokemons. I'll go ahead and use Ice Beam. Why not, since we usually go with a water type move whenever it's a ground type. I feel like Ice Beam does do a lot of damage. Sadly, it didn't really go down because of the sturdy ability, but I believe that we can actually take it down over here. So let's quickly use Surf, and we should be able to take it down. Alright, that was quite nice seeing a Golem over here, and let's see which is the last Pokemon that this trainer has. He has a Empoleon. Now that's amazing. I think it's gonna be a bit tougher for me considering that my Luxray over here is half health, but it's super cool to see a Empoleon. Let's quickly try and see how we can take it down. Alright, here it is. I really like Empoleon. The first time I actually played this game, I actually chose a Piplup just because of the typing for Empoleon. It's a water and steel type and it's amazing. Although I was able to take it down in one hit with electric type move, I still feel like Empoleon is a pretty cool Pokemon, and if you are using Piplup, amazing. Just amazing, that's all. Alright, most of my team members are around level 60. I guess they are gonna be at level 60 when we go to Pokemon League. Pretty good level ups. I mean, we were at level 56 by the beginning and we're already 3 level higher. Alright, now that I have switched up my team members, I think we should actually go through this way first. This is actually a dead end, but we do have an item that we can actually use. Well, here's the item and it's actually zinc. Quite nice. Now the guy who was standing over there at the front of the cave entrance, he won't be really moving until and unless you become the champion. So I guess we won't be able to go there for now. But if you come over here, you do have a path to actually climb up. So let's quickly go ahead and climb up. There is another hidden item. Or an item that we can actually see, but it's having a puzzle, so I do have to go ahead and go through it. Alright, let's quickly use strength. This is actually another simple puzzle, but as you can see, my controller just drifted and that got resetted, so let's go back and try this one again, and this time let's not have our controller drift. Okay, I have moved that one, and let me come over here and push this to the side. That's how you clear it up, and you are gonna get the TM for Dark Pulse. Quite good. I will be able to teach that on my Skuntank, but I'm not really sure. I really like Night Slash as it does give a crit hit, and it does seem to do a lot of damage, so I might have to check that one out. Either way, we do have that TM over there. And let's quickly go back. Let's actually not fall down, because if you do fall down, you have to go through the whole path. So I don't want to go down over there. And if we climb up over here, we have our last trainer for Victory Road. So let's quickly go ahead and battle him. He is again a Dragon Tamer. So I'm presuming that he will have Dragon Pokemons in his team. Unfortunately, none of these trainers really have a Garchomp. That's actually quite surprising. I was hoping to see at least one trainer with it, but I guess only Cynthia does have a Garchomp. Quite weird, because this whole region has a lot of people and you're just gonna tell me that nobody has ever evolved their Gabite into a Garchomp? That is very weird. Either way, I think we should be able to take down these Pokemons with our Bronzor over here. Bronzor in this case. And of course, it seems like he has a Gyarados. Even though it does look like a Dragon-type Pokemon, it's not. It's a Water and Flying type, but it does learn some Dragon-type moves, so I guess you can still use it. Either way, I think we should be able to take this one down, although it has been using Dragon Dance. Right, let's try that one again. And of course, seems like any of these Pokemons are just interested in using Dragon Dance. Really not sure what's about that, but it seems like they are. And we have taken down this Gyarados as well. That was pretty good. Let's see which Pokemon is gonna be next. There is one more Pokemon, and it's a Gibble. Not bad. I think I'll switch out to my Staraptor, who is the only Pokemon at level 58. I do want it to become 59, so I think we can actually do that when I defeat this Gibble. Alright, I'm really happy that both Staraptor and Luxray does have the Intimidate ability. That is going to be helping us a lot. And since we are faster, we are going first, and we have taken down the Gibble. Of course, it's another crit hit. Again, quite nice to see it. And we have finally come to 59. All of my team members are around that level, and it's amazing. Now that we have defeated all the trainers in Victory Road, we can finally go ahead and move out. And as usual, just like in all the games, you do have the iconic waterfalls. Personally, I really like climbing it. It's just so nice. But before we do that, there is one more hidden item over here, and it's a sky plate. Now, I think I can actually go ahead and equip this one on my Staraptor, which will actually power up its flying type moves and help it with that. let's go ahead and climb the massive waterfalls over here. It's a massive achievement for us, coming so far in this Nuzlocke challenge. And I am excited to go ahead and start the Elite Four challenges. Now I do have to level up my team members a bit more, maybe a level or two more, but other than that I think we are quite ready for this. Of course, if you come to the right side, you can actually see the route down below. We do have a few more routes that we can actually explore, but you can't really explore it before you become the champion. Hence, it is currently inaccessible. But it's quite nice to actually see it down there. Either way, it's time for us to go ahead and enter the Pokemon League building. And as it focuses in, I am really excited for this one. I think we can actually go ahead and battle Berry as well, and end out this episode after that. Of course, I'm gonna be doing a special video for all the 4 Elite Fours, and it's gonna be really exciting. I am excited for it as well, and I have no clue how it's gonna go. Alright, everyone over here is really ready. I have fully healed them. I think having our Luxray up in front is gonna help, considering the fact that Barry always starts with a Staraptor. Right, here he is, and he's gonna be challenging us before we enter the Pokemon League. At least that's the concept. And let's quickly go ahead and battle him. He does have a full team of 6. And of course, he starts with Staraptor. Quite nice. Let's go ahead and see how we can take him down with our Luxray. I presume we can actually, use Thunderbolt, but I'm not really sure if it can take down his Staraptor. It is quite high level. Alright, let's go ahead and use Thunderbolt. And for some reason, it used Rain Dance. Okay. Rain Dance is gonna help us with our moves, so I guess it is in our advantage after all. Alright, we have, almost taken it down. Unfortunately, I see that it was hanging on to a focus sash, so it did survive one turn. And this turn it's trying close combat. Okay. Not the best. It didn't really do too much damage on me. And we are able to take it down. Let's see which Pokemon is gonna be coming out next. And this is actually quite cool. Alright, we have got some EXP as well. He seems to be bringing out his Snorlax, which means I'll switch out to my Infernape. I think Infernape can take his Pokemon down with one hit if it does use close combat. But, we are talking about Snorlax over here, so I'm not really sure. Either way, let's quickly go ahead and use close combat. That should be able to take down the Snorlax. Yes, it does. Alright. It's actually at level 52. That's the highest Pokemon we have battled till now. So it's quite nice to see. Alright. Now that Snorlax is down, let's see which one is next. And he's of course bringing out his Empoleon. Considering that it's actually raining, I think I should be a bit careful over here. If Empoleon does get a chance to use its move, then we are in a bit of a trouble. Alright, here comes his highest level Pokemon, which is actually level 55. We are 4 levels higher than him, but it doesn't mean that he can't still do a lot of damage on me as well. I did go for Thunderbolt, but as you can see, it was not able to take it down in one hit. This is bad. It almost took down my Luxray. If it wasn't for the friendship, I think I would have lost it. I'm not gonna be risking that, so let's just go ahead and switch into Gastrodon. Gastrodon will be able to take some hits, so we are good with that. That was pretty bad. I did not expect him to use Grass Knot over there, and if we hadn't dodged, seriously, we would have lost our Gastrodon. It's using Grass Knot again, and let's hope. Oh, thank God, we did not go down. Okay, this battle has suddenly become more trickier. I have almost lost 2 of my team members just before, the main Elite 4 battles, and that's pretty scary. Alright, he's actually switching out to Roselia, which means I can either go to Infernape or Staraptor. I think Staraptor is pretty good till now. I can also use my Bronzong, which has Psychic. Either way, I did decide to switch into my Staraptor. We should be easily able to take down this Roserade. Right? Since we do have the Intimidate ability, it feels like it does take some time before the battle actually starts. Okay, we are moving faster than the Roserade and we have taken it down. So that is pretty good. Since it is quite a high level, I thought it might actually survive, but thankfully it did not. Okay, it's actually switching out to his Heracross, which means I will still be able to use my Staraptor to take down this Heracross as well. Let's quickly go ahead and use Aerialist and take down his 4th Pokemon. This has been pretty easy till now. And we have hit a crit hit. I'm really glad that we are on a roll with the crit hits. Seriously, since we have started this whole episode, I think this is the 5th crit hit we had. Quite good. Either way, I think it's time for me to stop using Staraptor because I've used it enough. I think it's time for my Skuntank to go ahead and shine, so I did go ahead and switch out to it. And of course, even Barry himself is quite excited over here as well. Alright, here is his last Pokemon, and it's actually Rapidash. Quite nice. I think we should be still able to take it down with my Skuntank over here. And of course, I opted for Night Slash as always. And as you can see, we were able to get another crit hit. Not bad. I'm really happy with this move. I think I'll keep Night Slash on Skuntank after this because it has been quite good. It was also able to dodge another move, so that was nice. It seems like all of my team members are having complete friendship at this point. Amazing. So some of my team members are finally at level 60 and we have defeated Barry. This is cool. Alright. I feel like this has been an amazing episode considering the amount of good battles we had and the level up of my team members. And since we have arrived at Pokemon League, I feel like this is a good point for me to go ahead and end out this episode as well. In the next episode, I will have my Pokemon trained up to level 63 because that's the highest level the Pokemon over here is. And I think we can actually go ahead and try and defeat all the 4 Elite Fours. Anyway, if you're still watching, thank you all for watching my videos. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. You guys are supporting me a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one.